How we doing, Lori?
Oh boy. You saved me for last, and I'm the most emotional one over this.
That's okay. I think it's okay to be emotional about. I mean, this is a very big deal. It's something sentimental. It's something you guys put your heart and soul into. I think it only makes sense to have those feelings towards it. So,
Thank you for that validation.
you're welcome. So this store,
This store.
last time in it, how are you feeling?
Like I said, very emotional.
That's okay. I know it's a big deal. At least from what I can say from what I've been here, I've gotten a very big family environment where you guys have trickled that down not only from your family, but to your staff as well. So I think it is something that I can at least appreciate and understand about the 4 generations that you guys have brought here and into the future.
Right.
But
Right.
for this store,
No, I raised my kids in this store, and it just has so many good memories, some hard memories. Okay, I'm trying to stay composed.
well, let's talk about good memories.
Yeah.
What's something that stood out to you, or something you can remember that was a big deal that you experienced at this store?
So Fred and I and his mom at the time moved to this location. I think it was 2020. So yeah, we were here 23 years, and just for Fred and I coming up with the design elements of the original store here. We would take day trips and go travel and check out other stores and get ideas from that. And when we would take our trips to Las Vegas, we'd go, shop some other stores there. And just, this was kind of like we were able to build our dream store.
From when you joined the family business, what was something that you brought? Because a lot of your impact was on this store.
Yeah.
What was something that you wanted to bring to this store that you're really happy that you saw it through on?
Yes. At the time we didn't have like handbags or accessories or anything like that. And we had the connotation of just being an old lady store. And I tried to, when we would go to different shoe shows and things like that, to kind of bring an element of a little bit more youthful products in, and then add that selection of handbags. And that was pretty exciting to be able to, start doing that. And now we've just expanded on that greatly by offering different brands. I've got brands that I bring in from Italy, and then we've got some vegan handbags that are sourced locally too. And it's exciting to be able to have a variety of different products other than just shoes and orthotics and things like that. And I know, Fred and Tony and Nick talk a lot about the orthotics and, people with foot pain, and we have a lot of that, but there's also the customer that wants to just come and get a cute pair of shoes and maybe doesn't have foot pain. And so it's, being able to find a balance between all those people that have foot pain and the types of shoes that they need, and then somebody that just wants a cute pair of sandals for the weekend.
I think we've definitely accomplished that from what I've seen in the store, and that was pretty much all I've known, so it was kind of interesting to learn how we've changed from the past to what we are now and today. And from when you started with working with Chiappetta Shoes, what are some big things that you kind of learned from where were you at previously before you started with?
I worked at a corporate job previous to that, but as a teenager and in my young 20s, I did retail. So retail was my initial background, and then did a corporate job while the boys were really little, and then joined the business just to be able to have that flexibility to pick the kids up from school and to have them with us at the store. So that was the background from there.
And then from taking over the part of the business, what were some things that you learned that you didn't have experience before and has really helped develop to who you are as a business owner today?
Well, I do a lot of the administration, as far as payables and receivables and payroll and insurance. I didn't have experience with that. So a lot of it was like self-taught and kind of exploring and trying to figure, things out in that regard. That's not my favorite part of my job. I really do like to do the buying and interacting with customers. Um, kind of getting ideas from them and finding out what they're looking for, and what things that we could do better.
And then being here with kind of starting the family business with bringing Tony and Nick on to really having an impactful force with the Chiappetta Shoes business. What is something that you admired with the boys and how they were able to kind of help you guys transition into the next generation of Chiappetta Shoes?
Yeah. They both have always had a pretty good relationship even as little children. And Fred and I never wanted to make them feel like they had to join the family business. And it can be tricky with family, with brothers. And we always wanted to make sure that, that they still had their separate lives, but they had their work life too, and that it was balanced. And you can't make somebody want to be in a family business. Either you do or you don't. But I was very pleased that they both wanted to join the business. Separate times. I mean, Tony was 3 years ahead of Nick in school. But yeah, that they, thought enough about it that they really wanted to do it. And they've both excelled. I mean, they've just gone beyond our wildest dreams. So.
And that helped lead us to where we are with
Exactly.
the new shop. And how are you feeling about the new shop?
Very excited. I can't wait for customers to come in and get the first look, because it just is really amazing. It's been very well thought out, planned for years as far as, the different elements that we wanted to have in the store. Once we found the proper location, it was nice to be able to take those elements, those ideas that we have been collecting for years, and then be able to implement them into the new design of the store. So I think it's going to be pretty amazing, and I think people are going to be really surprised and happy.
I think so too. It's just walking through the store and you just have a wow look on your face, just seeing just all the new opportunities that bring within the store. And are you able to talk about just with the new store? There's a lot of thought that's gone into it. What are some new opportunities that you guys are going to be able to bring to the new store that you couldn't in this location?
Well, I love the element of having the cobbler shop visible for customers to be able to look in to see that, see what we do and what happens behind the scenes. And I think that's going to be an excellent feature for people to be able to see and enjoy that. We also have a very amazing showpiece, which I'm not going to, say right now. You got to come in and see it, but it's got the wow factor for sure, and that's kind of the centerpiece of the store. So we'll have a kind of a reveal on that. But again, that was something that had been an idea for many years, and then to be able to see them put it all together into this new space is pretty amazing. I'm also very excited about the actual space that we have to be able to walk around. As so many people know that if you've been a client with us before, how tight things were in here. And I have to give credit to Fred, because he utilized every inch of space in this building. I mean, we stored shoes everywhere possible just to be able to have the selection, for people. So we made this work for a very long time. And yeah, I'm most excited about just having space at the new
And
place.
speaking of being able to fit space, I was shocked how fast we already filled up the new store with all the shoes that we crammed in every single possible square foot of this current shop.
Yes.
And just kind of curious to see how long it's going to take, where we'll probably be doing that with the new store too, to
Yes,
fit
yeah.
even more shoes in, to just give more opportunities for customers to see what is going to be offered in the new store. So,
Right.
but with the new store, it's never an easy process of being able to work the construction, figure out how everything wants to look, dealing with costs. What were some difficulties going through the whole process the past year?
Yeah, well, we certainly had a lot of difficulties with supply chain issues. Maybe I shouldn't be specific with the We Energies box. That was something that took like 9 months to be able to get. And we didn't know every time we would follow up. And that was not just for that, it was for other things as well, trying to follow up. There just were no concrete answers on some of the products and supplies that we needed for the building. So it made things very nerve-wracking at times, a little bit stressful, just because we couldn't have a date. Originally, we wanted to be open at the beginning of November, and then it was the beginning of December, and now we're at the beginning of February. So I guess good things come to those who wait. So it is going to be amazing now that it's finally done, and we're so close to being able to welcome our clients into the new space. So I'm trying to put all the stress of the building process behind me and just look forward to the new location.
I mean, hey, the finish line is almost there, so I think it's important now to just look at perspective, where there's always up and downs in every part of a process, but now that you've gone through it all, you can at least have a good perspective of, yeah, it may have been difficult at times, but you guys persevered, you fought through it all, and now you're ready to open up a beautiful state-of-the-art footwear shop that no one really else has an opportunity to say, and it's something to be very proud of.
Yes,
so
that's very true. And we'll have things to work out. I mean, even like placement of products in the warehouse and even on the floor. There will be things. We've got things set where we think we want them now, but once we get clients to come in and see how the flow goes and how the process is, we may have changes that we'll have to make then. But that's part of being in business. You got to go with the flow and solve problems and figure things out.
And then we can kind of finish on a high point, where what has been your favorite thing just working for Chiappetta Shoes, working with Fred, Tony, Nick, and just having this whole lifetime experience with this one family shop?
Yeah. It's been wonderful to have my boys with me every day. And then Fred and I have, we're just on the same page business-wise. We have always been excellent business partners, and we can read each other, from a business standpoint and a personal standpoint. We just kind of click with our thought process, what things need to be done and how things should be done. So that's been great. And then, just being with my family every day is something that most people don't get to do. So that's been my joy. And then, just seeing my little grandchildren pop into the store and, come running through the aisles, and excited to be there too. And, I've got two wonderful daughter-in-laws that are supportive and helpful to my sons, and that just means the world to me too. So family, that's what it's all about.
Yep. 102 years, I think it's something to really be incredibly proud of. And I think the biggest thing is we're not done at 102 years.
Right.
We got many more to go, where we're just only looking at the future to see what more we can build on and what's already been created. So you got the 5th generation Shoe Dogs on their way. So it'll be cool to see what happens with those kids. But we can just close this out. If you want to just talk to the camera and just thank our audience, anyone that's come into the shop, just be a part of this whole process and get us to where we're going to be.
Yeah. Well, yes, I absolutely do want to thank all of our clients that have come from near and far. And I just keep thinking of that, like Sally Field Oscar acceptance speech. Like, you like us, you really like us. And I just am so grateful for all the people that have supported us, encouraged us, throughout the years. And, our ancestors and before that. It's just been wonderful. And we'll keep living up to those expectations and hopefully exceeding them. So come and see us in the new shop, and I know you're going to love it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Okay.
Appreciate the time. You did it.
I did it. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have. I was too emotional walking out the
Yeah,
door.
we kind of did that backwards process.
Yeah.
For you to go through.
I was way off on that. So
But that's okay. I mean,
major editing.
It has the